Coming to you from the north, dito po sa loob ng UP Diliman Football Pitch in Quezon City, we welcome you once more to the Philippines Football League. Doubleheader po tayo ngayong linggo. Magandang hapon Pilipinas, mabuhay, and welcome Manila Digger FC trying to solidify their hold of the top 4 in the league table, which we'll get to in just a short while as they welcome the challenge of the youth national team, of course. And let's take a look at the matches for today. Dalawang laban lang po tayo. Kicking off in just a short while, Manila Digger. And again, the youth national team, susundan pa yan ng Titanic showdown between, of course, the two Visayas-based clubs, Kaya Iloilo and Cebu FC. But first things first, punta tayo sa Manila Digger and the youth national team. And for a better understanding, for a better picture kung bakit importante itong larong ito for Manila Digger, let's take a look at the league table kung nasaan na ba ang ating mga koponan. Well, Manila Digger still sitting at number 3 sa kanilang kartada. They have 15 points on the strength of 5 wins and well, Stallion of course tying them in terms of points after that masterful win over Mindiola kagabi. But the advantage here for Manila Digger, they have one less match doon sa kanilang league table so far. And then, sa bandang ilalim naman, the Philippine Youth National Team. Quite a struggle for them, only 7 points. And their recent matches nga, no, natalo sila against Loyola and Tukaya a couple of weeks ago. Already their third match here for the calendar year. Siyempre, Pebrero na. And they look to, of course, improve on to keep building on sa kanilang mga ginagawa on the pitch. Speaking of which, ito ang starting 11 and formation for the Philippine Youth National Team. Take a look at Carl Absalon, of course, the star out of Far Eastern University, third-year college player. Part of the starting 11 para kay Coach Sergi Mascarel. Familiar names elsewhere, and then Alan Diansuy will be the shot stopper. Pahinga muna itong si Archie Pabellar. And now let's take a look at the other side. For Manila Digger, quite an intact roster sa kanila. They do have some new signings, but yung kanilang key players, they have Sisay, Mane, Usman Guy. It's pretty much the same intact lineup dito for Coach Kim Versales, and they will look to build on ano yung nasimulan nila in the first half of the league 2024-2025 season nga po. And in just a short while, we have the official march in, coin toss, handshake, and kickoff coming to you. And we are live on matchday.ph. So do subscribe kung hindi pa kayo nakaka-register. You only need an email or your Facebook account. The Philippine Youth National Team, Manila Digger FC, coming in just a short while.
Tikoy. Tikoy. Ano ba tikoy dyan?
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let us welcome teams of Youth National Team and Manila Digger FC.
The Philippine Youth National Team in gray along with their black trunks. Manila Digger kanina, nakadilaw, familiar colorway for them. As we take a look at the match officials for this afternoon sa ating unang laban. They will be led by Mr. Chris Mark Nanyola. The assistant referees are Brian Buergo and KB Nanyola. And then the fourth official is John Mike Basinang. Si Ginoong Mario Ayala po ang ating match commissioner. The captains, of course, Martin Joshua Merino. And sa kabilang banda naman, Major Dean Ebarle. Again, Carl Absalon, part of the starting 11 for this afternoon para kay Coach Sergi Mascarel. Sa kabilang banda naman, again, familiar names for Manila Digger. Modu Mane, one of their top goal scorers. Well, it's that African connection, siyempre, with the likes of Saiku Sese and Usman Guy, also part of that huddle. They do have one new player, a new signing from Cameroon. That's Kevin Ebene Mokuta. Makikita natin mamaya, he plays the midfield. And for the youth national team, usual starters as well, Cyril Saot, Harry James Nunez is there, John Henson Diaz, John Lloyd Halike. Sa bandang likuran, quite the same as well. They've made a couple of changes. Dian Sui, of course, kapansin-pansin, is the starting goalkeeper. Kapalit ni Archie Pabillar. Final few moments before we kick off our opening match. Mamaya po, Kaya versus Cebu. Should be a good one as always. But of course, a worthy curtain raiser as well. First match of this afternoon, your Philippines Football League. Tuloy-tuloy po tayo, the 2024-2025 season. Magandang hapon po sa kanilang lahat. Mabuhay Pilipinas, Levi Verora on the call here. At sa lahat ng bumubuo dito ng matchday.ph, of course, saying hello to you all. The Philippine Youth National Team welcoming the challenge this time of Manila Digger FC, and we're off. Of course, Manila Digger in their familiar colorway, yellow and red trim. Sa kabilang banda naman, the youth national team in gray, along with black trunks. That's Dean Ibarle right on cue, trying to set the tone here early on. Oh, terrific pass. And the first attempt, oh my goodness, 32 seconds in. It's a goal, a golden start for Manila Digger FC. And it's Psycho Sese. Just like that. What a start here for Manila Digger FC. And it just took that brilliant through ball from the midfield. And Sise, along with some of his fellow Africans, of course, that's the connection here. Usman Guy, look at that, threading the needle against the back three. Sabihin na natin, the back three and only Dian Sui to beat. Early challenge here. Nasubukan na testing agad itong si Alan Diansoy. And the quality of course nitong mga striker ng Manila Digger FC. Siyempre hindi natin matatawaran an integral part of why they have been successful and kung bakit number 3 sila so far. And they're on the offensive once more. That just failed to connect. Papunta sana kay Kevin Mokuta. Into a goal kick for the youth national team.
Tangina mo nang ginagawa mo. Ginaganon ko eh. Nagre-replace pass forward. Tangina na yun.
Well, not the way you wanted to start here. If you're coach Sergi Mascarel. Shades of the match last week against Loyola. Rico Andes. Tapos dinagdagan pa nung kanilang bagong signing na si Sudo. They had 2 goals inside of the first 14 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. And now this time, opening minute, 32 seconds. That's all it took here for Manila Digger FC. Quick turn, Guy naman. But he overcooks that one. Masyadong mataas. The perfect start here, as I've mentioned. Oh, it looks like there's a corner, so may deflection apparently. Third minute of the match. And that's not a typo on your screens. 1-0, just like that. Manila Digger FC on the board. And they look to pounce on this. Delivery from the captain. Ooh, bicycle. Oh, it's in. It's in. Oh, my goodness. And that's a brace for that man, Psycho Sise. It's his afternoon. It's his day. Psycho Sise. What a stretch here. And always grateful, of course, itong mga import nga ng Manila Digger FC. That's the captain, Dean Ibarle. Oh, wow. Wasn't even the finest of touches, but that was enough to trickle in and kind of misled the keeper as well. Pero hindi nagkaintindihan yung youth national team doon na Sise should have been marked to begin with. 2 early goals here for Manila Digger. They can, of course, improve to number 2 and create some separation contra Stallion in the league table as it stands. Merino, the captain, meanwhile, for the youth national team. 5th minute. Already plenty of action and highlights. Merino. Konting press rito from the front end of Manila Digger FC. Merino ibibigay doon naman sa kabila. That's Villanueva. Sila yung dalawang center back dito. Nahihirapan na magtawid ng bola. So far, itong youth national team. Just, in local parlance, talagang namama ka agad nitong Manila Digger FC. Perhaps the apt way to describe it. Pinakitaan agad tayo nung mga foreigner nitong Manila Digger FC. And already raising to a comfortable 2-0 margin here in the early stages of this contest. That is Modu Juf. Babalik lang nila. Filonco gets a touch. Juf. Tinuturo ni Ebarle kung saan dadalhin yung bola. And the corner here, surprisingly, for the youth national team, perhaps the first possession na natawid nila yung bola. And now they get something. Cyril Saot naman. Well, chance here, although height is not an advantage here for the youth national team. Kita naman natin yung disparity on your screens. And they usually take these corner set pieces short and quick. Harry Nunez, katabi ni Cyril Saot. Silang mag-uusap kung paano kukunin ito. Now, obviously, yung araw natin could work in the favor of the youth national team, as you see yung anino ng mga player natin and the rest of the objects here sa ating venue. It is an early kick-off here. May konting kiskisan doon sa loob. That's Taninco and Absalon. Yeah, they're having fun. And here's the approach. Nunez threads that pass. It's out. You can see the reaction. Hindi sila satisfied doon sa execution nila doon. Although it will remain with them. De Gracia. Saot. Babalik sana kay De Gracia. They will play advantage perhaps. And look at the burst of speed here. Usman Guy taking on the entire back line here. Offside nga lang. So quite very excited itong Manila Digger. But of course, just the morale booster from those two goals scored in a span of about 3 minutes. If you have just been joining us, already 2-0 here for Manila Digger FC. A solid start for the number 3 ranked club so far in the league table, looking to improve their record and put some pressure on syempre mga humahabol sa kanila, including Cebu and Stallion. And one Taguig. It looks like this is a corner doon naman sa kabila. So already 2 corners for the youth national team. At the very least, they're making chances for themselves. And again, the approach here is to take these short and quick. You don't usually see them hurl those corner set pieces diretso doon sa inside the box. There's Nunez, and that gives us the opportunity to mention itong si Nelson Gasik. So action for Stallion. Now is signed with Manila Digger FC. Ganda ng agaw doon ni Aspiras. Started against Loyola. Talagang tatrabahuhin lang nitong Manila Digger FC itong backline ng youth national team Good 1-2, and that should be a foul. Indirect lang. Back to the action. Well, at the very least, itong youngsters from, of course, the youth national team pool. Some of them in their early 20s, some not even 20. As that pass forward, hayaan na lang lumabas ni Jordan Jarvis into a goal kick for Mr. Gasic. 11 minutes now, and it's definite that Manila Digger has settled into a very comfortable pace here, owing to the fact that it's already 2-0. So the players from the women's side parang andito rin, no? To support Manila Digger. Of course, Manila Digger FC, one of the few clubs na parehas mayroong men's and women's team. Ooh, and Diansoy bobbled that one. Free corner. Regalong corner dito for Manila Digger. Could have perhaps just let that ball go out. Total doon na rin papunta. Instead, second corner of the match here for Manila Digger as well. Tig-dalawa na sila. A dozen minutes into our contest, and already a 2-0 lead, as we've mentioned. Taninco delivers. Good height on that one, poked away, or rather it's headed in. And make that 3-0 for Manila Digger FC, and this time it's Usman Guy joining the scoring for Manila Digger FC. The African connection, and Taninco, of course, with the assist. Let's take a look at that one once more. Napakagandang delivery from Taninco, and the height advantage, of course. It's in. Usman Guy, of course, the header. Tumalbog pa nga sa ilalim ng crossbar, but of course, solid touch. That's all he needed. Would have been a shame not to convert that delivery. Taninco getting, of course, the applause as well from the captain Ebarle. Napakagandang pasa. And it's 3-0 just like that. The struggles just continue for the youth national team. And that conversion again coming from a corner gifted by the keeper. So sometimes it's really just those mistakes that cause the opponent to take advantage of. De Gracia. Halike lost control. It's going to be a long afternoon here. At this rate, this is Mokuta, the newcomer. Nunez. Balik muna kay Merino. Merino, pass back. And tuloy-tuloy yung pressure dito ng Manila Digger. It's really trying to work these youngsters. Oh, this is good training for them. Chance now. Up front, Saut. Pass back muna, the shot. It's above the bar and out from distance. And that's Diego Aspiras. Oh, Gasic did not really have to commit. Gasic now 31 years old. We also saw kanina yung nagbabalik sa Pilipinas na si Mr. Michael Asong, the backup goalkeeper for Manila Digger. Naglaro yan sa Canada for about 2 years din halos, as this long ball forward somehow finds Mane. But De Gracia gets in the way. Good effort on the part of De Gracia. Diaz. Errant pass. Another miscue here. Manila Digger trying to take advantage. Just punishing the youth national team for those errors. Back and forth we go. Finally control here. South asked for it. Good control in the first touch. And a foul there. Our referee says buong bench ng Manila Digger nag-react to that call, but na-impede naman yung progress ni Cyril South. Only one South for this afternoon. Wala si Cyron South. That is Usman Guy. Hydration break tayo. To our viewers, of course, as you may have noticed, the weather here inside UP Diliman, napakainit and an early kickoff. Meanwhile, let's look at the conversions here so far in this match. First goal coming from, of course, Saiku Sisei, and then the second also from him in style. The bicycle corners, a couple of them from the youth national team, but did not materialize. And then the most recent conversion, a header from Guy, the assist by Taninko. South tried to set up itong si Aspiras. That one way above and out. And as we've mentioned, a long afternoon here for the youth national team. And some of the team officials, of course, of Manila Digger FC also here in attendance. As always, no, complete package itong Manila Digger. Started as, you know, a 7-a-side team competing in the, of course, the 7-a-side league dito sa Metro Manila before, of course, having that intent to take it to the next level and join the professional ranks. And now they have both men's and women's teams competing sa kani-kanilang mga liga. And kung maaalala natin, of course, Digger started doon sa Copa Paulino Alcantara when they decided to expand the tournament up to 16 clubs, including some UAAP schools, teams. And nagtuloy-tuloy na from there. Best season so far for Manila Digger. Best campaign, sabihin na natin. Only the 8th match for them. It's going to be a long season still. And again, the goal is just to be in the top 4 to qualify for the final series. Pero syempre, who knows, if you want to qualify doon naman sa mga international club tournament, the ACL2 and the Shopee Cup, that's of course kung may AFC license na itong Manila Digger. I'm going to try and ask them about that. So far, it's Kaya, Stallion, and Cebu. Sila yung mga naging international representatives ng Pilipinas as far as club football in the continental level is concerned. Would be great to see other clubs, even one Taguig, no, if they continue and somehow get a strong season going, who knows? Ang taas rin ng backline dito for Manila Digger. Hindi makakuha ng puwang. Itong youth national team, they send it into the box. It's met well by the defense. And agad-agad, they try to open up. Mokuta. Kevin Mokuta into the box. Straight to the hands of Diansoy. That time, well taken care of. As we have just reached the 20-minute mark of the contest and of the first half, of course. live action in your Philippines Football League 2024-2025 season. Napapanood nyo po sa matchday.ph. Do subscribe and register now for an account. It's free. You just need an email or use your Facebook account. Hindi lang PFL ang mapapanood dyan, even regional, continental football on this side of the world. Pati yung mga laro ng Philippine Men's National Team. Ito nakaraang AFF Mitsubishi Cup. Doon pinalabas. Late last year, just a couple of months ago. Left wing, they go to the ground. Well, bothered by Mokuta. And now they complete the stop. Oh, this is Mane rather. Modu Mane. Oh, look at the trickery here. Pinapakitaan yung kanyang, syempre, mas batang kalaban. And now to Shermar Filonco. Oh, good timing sana. They somehow recover it. Usman Guy. Well, takes a wild one that will count as a shot, but it's off target. Approaching the halfway mark of our contest between the PFF Youth National Team and Manila Digger FC. Nabanggit nga natin kanina, struggle so far for the Youth National Team. You would think that meron silang konting bentahe rito dahil nakapaglaro na sila rito sa UP Diliman. That was against Kaya. They lost 2-0. But for the first 50 minutes, they held the defending two-time winners scoreless, goalless. And then one of the goals also from Lucas Del Rosario. Not to take away credit from Kaya, but an errant approach defensively for them, for the Youth National Team. And of course, still the finish by Lucas Del Rosario. Dinagdagan pa ng isa. I believe it was Meliza, Jan Meliza. Well, speaking of Kaya, they will play Cebu later on at 6 p.m. Tough build-up here for the national team. They're trying to go direct. Hindi na pinapadaan masyado sa midfield. The youth national team, that is. And as you can see, it's just stop after stop here for Manila Digger. Walang nagmamaterialize masyado rito for the youth national team. Against Loyola, arguably an opponent na medyo ka-level nila. Lost. Just walang semblance of rhythm for them in that match. And that's credit to Loyola as well, scoring 2 goals early on. Babalik muna kay Gasik. Filonco. A solid back four here as well for Manila Digger. Juf. Mane. Modu Mane. Kind of plays that holding midfield, pero asahan nyo kapag all-out offensive ang Manila Digger, aangat at aangat rin ng mga yan. They will try to overload ang kanilang unahan. Throw in. Controlled here once more. They send it to the left side this time. Modu Mane right on cue. Oh, it's in! It's in! We wondered for a split second anong gagawin niya with the ball. Could have cut it back. Instead, it's a shot. It's on goal. And it's in. Modu Mane. And a familiar celebration as well. 25th minute. In other words, yung tatlong Aprikano rito dun sa unahan ng Manila Digger, they have all scored now. Look at this. This is not an easy angle, folks. But still managed to get that one in. Of course, beating Alan Diansoy as well. Well, part of the process here for the youth national team. Look at that. Wow. The left-footed finish, and of course, the celebration. "26 minutes, the floodgates have opened early here in this match. Well, kahapon, if you joined the broadcast yesterday, it was Stallion Laguna pouring 8 goals against Mendiola. Although hindi shutout yon, Consolation na lang. Naka-score ang Mendiola ng isa. Diaz. Oh, 12 kontra 12. Modu Mane. Perhaps tried to sell that call as well. Although, galing kasi sa likod eh. One of the assistants here for the youth national team. Well, check, that could be Coach Sergi Mascarel himself complaining dun nga sa previous call kasi parang halos walang contact. And Dean Ibarle, meanwhile, the captain, is telling him to mind his own business. Reset muna ang Manila Digger rito. Well, at this stage of the match, up 4 goals, no pressure whatsoever for Manila Digger. They just, they will just run through kung ano yung ginagawa nila in practice, try to execute it to perfection, and try to score a lot more. Now that is an obvious whistle. And Daninko trying to attend dun sa kanyang kalaban. Harry Nunez. Looks like our lead referee, our first referee, Chris Mark Nanyola, has decided to approach itong ang technical area ng youth national team. Wala pang itinaas na card pero mukhang warning lang for Coach Sergi Mascarel. Well, this was the previous foul. I wonder if Coach Mascarel was demanding na yellow card yon. Sa ating pagkakatanda, walang itinaas on that particular foul. Bola pa rin ng youth national team. And they're just really trying to prevail and try to keep that ball to their side. The defense of Manila Digger just as impeccable as yung kanilang opensiba so far in the match. As we approach the halfway point or the half-hour mark, someone's down right now for the youth national team. And that is number 66, Diego Aspiras, needing some attention here. Tough playing conditions here, to say the least. Early kick-off. Nakaka-drain yan. Quite literally, of course, ng liquids na rin ang katawan. That's why we perhaps have an unofficial. Oh, now let's make that official, says the referee. Another hydration break, pangalawa na for this contest. And imagine if 3 o'clock ang kick-off, that means 2:10 ang official warm-up. That's minus 50. Let's take a look at some of the action here. 4th goal, kani-kanina lang. That's Modu Mane on the overlap with Giganto as well. Sharp angle, precise, and he knocks that one home. And the setup, of course, from his teammate as well, Usman Guy. As we take a look at some of the players here for Manila Digger FC, again, wearing their familiar colorway here, yellow with red. Although yung kanilang shorts for this afternoon is the white and red. Sa kabilang banda naman, of course, the youth national team wearing gray and black. Let's take a look at some of the fans as well here in attendance. Once again, nandito po tayo sa UP Diliman Football Pitch in Quezon City. Needless to say, this venue hosts matches in the collegiate level. And habang nire-renovate ang pitch doon sa Rizal Memorial Football Stadium, kung wala tayo sa Binyan, nandito naman tayo sa Diliman. The two major venues right now being utilized by the Philippines Football League sa pagpapatuloy ng kanilang 2024-2025 season. Giganto. That one bounces off the grasya into a throw-in for Manila Digger. You can just see how relaxed and sabihin na natin yung pacing dito ng laro for Manila Digger. Not much pressure. Another bicycle. Not a solid hit, of course. A shot from way out. Well, not enough power there for Kevin Mokuta as well. We'll try and make Diansoy work. 32nd minute now, about 13 more plus added. Philippine Youth National Team, they have the work cut out for them once more. Well, against Kaya, losing just 2-0, you could have arguably said na that's great progress right there as we see South. Yun nga lang, a bit of a downer yung kanilang pagkatalo against Loyola. And then now against Manila Digger, another formidable opponent, down 4 goals. And so far, nothing going here for the youth national team, although they did have 2 early corners. And they managed to get the ball inside the box once. Pero nasalo lang ni Nelson Gasic. Aga ulit ng Manila Digger. Quick passing once more, pero even that pass masyado ng malakas para kay Modu Mane. From Eric Giganto. Giganto, of course, former Kaya player as well, trying to impart that championship experience dito naman sa Manila Digger. Aspiras. This could open up for the youth national team. Nag-drop ka agad yung depensa ng Manila Digger. They send it to the other side. Here's the build-up, Absalon. Trying to make a chase for that ball. Clearance to delay the offensive. Looks like Gian Vince Caraig will throw this one in. Quick approach, Absalon. But it's wide. And that's why ito yung isa sa mga player to watch natin. Carl Absalon. Player number 88, of course, part of that Absalon clan. Family of footballers. Oh, looks like that was... I'm not sure if that was Absalon, though. Looks like John Henson Diaz. Yeah, well, from the left wing. So far, yun ang, kumbaga, hotspot sa heat map. Sa virtual heat map ng youth national team. Yung bandang kaliwa. Right side now for Manila Digger. Ito naman ang susubukang i-expose. Felonco lobs this one in. Medyo mababa. Nakuha agad ng depensa. Aspiras. Ito ang kailangang gawin ng youth national team. Quick releasing. Pass back muna kay Diansoy. Hinahabol ni Sisay. And here's the build-up. Oh, good fake coming from Nunez. Pero kailangan may tawid rin nila. Oh, good patience here from the youth national team. Ito ang nasusubukan. They can form their triangles, their diamonds, all they want. In the end, it's really just the maturity, the decision-making. Sino ba ang pipiliin nila? Yung kakampi sa kaliwa o sa kanan? Now they decide to go direct. And that one gets to Absalon. And a wild shot there. Trying to surprise Gasik but masyadong malakas. In the 36th minute. That one from the back from Merino. Nagkasalubong rin si Jarvis tsaka si Taninko. And that paved the way for Absalon. But not quite the touch he wanted. Nifty pass. Now they send it to Ebarle. To the middle. Quick turn. Against two. Oh, a rocket of a goal. It's in. Saiku Sisay has his hat trick. Well, we told you earlier, it's his day. It continues to be his afternoon. Dito po sa Philippines Football League. That one, an absolute screamer from outside the box that time for Saiku Sisay. Umatas pa siya ng konti and then made the turn. We have to put more pressure on that attempt as Diansoy got beat once more. Kailangan mo ng harangan yung unahan dito and just token defense there for Merino and Diaz. Yung pathway ng bola bukas na bukas pa rin para kay Sisay. Continuing to punish the defense of the youth national team here as it is 5-0 so far. "38 minutes in this one. And agaw ulit. They have the numbers. They try to open up this defense. Giganto. In a corner earned here by Eric. Dumarami na rin ang corner kick na naiipon rito ng Manila Digger. Let's take a look at some of the records so far sa ating season. Well, the biggest win is Kaya over Mendiola. 9-1 was the score. Kahapon nga, Stallion had an 8-1 win. So kinulang lang ang isang goal. And now, corner. Inside. Oh, bobbled once again by Diansoy, but at the very least, corner lang. Oh, we always mention that kung ano man ang makuha rito ng youth national team, it's just valuable experience. Back to live action. Scramble inside the box. Yansoy gathers that one. A positive there for that stop. Aspiras. 40 minutes now. Winding down sa ating first half of what has been all Manila Digger FC. Led by a hat-trick from Saiku Sisay. The Gambian connection here for Manila Digger. Usman Guy and Modu Mane. Nag-ambag rin ng tig-isang goal. But so far, the superstar of the first half, without a doubt, Saiku Sisay. A tough challenge, of course, for the youth national team. Diaz controls. Bit of opening there para kay De Gracia. Hinihingi niya. Instead, they go to Asperas. Nunez. Bigay kay Diaz. And now Nunez. Maunti-unti. Short passing here for Coach Sergi Mascarel. Diaz. Konting overlap dito. They weave. Nunez. And now Nunez, rather. Pass back muna and Manila Digger, kung naririnig nyo, shouting up, up, up. Trying to press kaagad and, well, that's also one of the reasons bakit sinasabi nilang mag-up, no? Try to bait your opponent to commit offside. Yun ang nga nangyari doon. Tinaasan ng Manila Digger yung kanilang backline. And again, the offside rule, in case you're quite confused, well, offensively, no? Offensively, kailangan merong isang defender na matira at the time na ipasa ng offensive player yung bola doon sa papasahan nila sa unahan. Hindi pwedeng lumampas siya sa lahat ng opposing player, in other words. Although there are instances coming from transition, coming from the back half of the pitch. Mane. Someone's down once more. They opt to continue. They have the numbers here, definitely. That one takes a deflection. Good effort by Dian Suy. Collected once more. Manila Digger may pagkakataon pa. Mane, it's in! Modu Mane, a brace for himself in the 43rd. And another celebration, all too familiar to all of us. 6-0 Manila Digger. It looks like at this point there is an internal side bet between the players here. So they keep pouring on the conversions here. This time, the setup from Mokuta. Iniwasan pa ni Usman Guy to make sure it's in. Well, great cutback there. And of course, Giganto. Just the presence of Giganto and Cisse and Guy made it very confusing for the youth national team. Final 2 minutes plus added time here in the first half. Kung ikaw yung youth national team, gusto mo na lang matapos ito just to take a little break and perhaps reset. Let's try to gather yourselves. Well, if anything, nalimitahan din nila si Cyril Saot, pati si Carl Absalon. Chance once more, Manila Digger. Well, tough angle. They do not complete the stop, however. Guy still with possession here for Manila Digger. Lob. That one off Merino. Giganto cuts it back. And it's in. Back-to-back goals within 2 minutes. And it's Cisse once more. Apat na for Saiku Cisse. Make that 4. And a 7-goal differential here for Manila Digger FC.
Goal for Manila Digger FC. Player number 11.
Well, pretty much a good case here for the biggest winning margin. Giganto, of course, an integral part of that as well. Dishing it to Cisse. The cutback is precise and more than enough. And again, just not much resistance here. May ball watching ang youth national team. Something you have to correct. It's just the little things in the match. Of course, in the game of football in general. 4 minutes of added time.
Playing time. 4 minutes.
Mabalik lang tayo sa biggest winning margin. It's 8. 9-1. Kaya beating Mendiola. Nakakaisang half pa lang tayo. At this rate, Manila Digger pretty much can reset that record so far in the season, in the 2024-2025 PFL season. Through ball sana papunta kay Diaz. Does end up with Diaz from long range. That one quite close, just inches above the bar. It's going to be a goal kick. Nelson Gasek sinusubukang sorpresahin ng kalaban. Three more minutes at the very least of stoppage time here before the conclusion of a phenomenal first half here for Manila Digger. Such a one-sided affair so far. Mane. Nasa kaliwa niya si Modu Juf, and yes, he does involve yung kanyang defender. Felonco. Bit of an adjustment here for the youth national team, as this is a foul. Looks like they've resorted to what kind of looks like a 5-1, 5-1-3-1 kumbaga. Oh. And someone's down here for Manila Digger. Good-sized crowd here inside the UP Diliman football pitch. Andito po tayo sa Quezon City. Again, habang nire-renovate ang Rizal Memorial, yung pitch ng Rizal Memorial, that is. We have two alternative venues, UP Diliman and the Binyan Football Stadium, of course the home of Stallion. Will also be the home of Kaya for their Shopee Cup match this coming Thursday naman kontra Lion City Sailors. A good way to mention that for you folks. If you can catch the action live from Binyan. Gabi pa naman ang kick-off niyan. Manila Digger will keep it. Back to the action here. Manila Digger. Just the finishing touches on a masterful first half. 7-0. 4 goals from Psycho Cisse. Modu Mane adding 2 more. And then Usman Guy contributing 1 for a 7-0 total so far. It's just the first 45 minutes of action. Marami pa tayong football rito inside UP Diliman. This is the Philippines Football League 2024-2025 season. That one took a deflection, somehow ends up with Giganto. And that was close. Eric Giganto wanting to join that scoring barrage here. Of course, quick turn. Tough angle. And that's the halftime whistle here. Definitely an embattled look here for the youth national team, as that man on your screens is just one of the reasons, but a big part of the juggernaut for Manila Digger FC here. Philippine youth national team 0, Manila Digger FC 7 after the first 45 minutes. More action coming your way. This is the Philippines Football League. Doublehander Sunday po tayo on matchday.ph. Stay tuned for more, including the second half and Kaya versus Cebu after this match. Back here inside UP Diliman sa kanilang pong football pitch as Manila Digger FC, they have just put up a 7-0 lead here against the PFF Youth National Team. An onslaught, of course, and it took them 32 seconds to score this one. Right from the opening possession for Manila Digger, sinundan pa ng maraming atake, of course, corner deliveries as well, and sinusulit ng Manila Digger, converting them as well 2-0 at that point after that bicycle. And the youth national team did have 2 early corners, nothing materializing here, and then tuloy-tuloy yung pasok ng goals for Manila Digger FC, and eventually just opening the floodgates. An onslaught here led by, of course, the African trio dun sa kanilang unahan. Modu, Mane, Saiku Sisay, and Usman Guy. Well, of course, Guy, probably a midfielder at that. And of course, part of the offensive as well. And, you know, it's just a tentative first half for the youth national team in terms of how they approach the attacks from Manila Digger FC. Again, another tough afternoon for them. Long afternoon as well. And even Eric Giganto, of course, getting involved, dishing out some assists dun sa kanyang mga kakampi, just letting the strikers work and do the damage. And as it stands, 7-0. And makikita nyo nga, 4 na ang conversion ni Saiku Sisay. Usman Guy adding 1 more. Modu Mane has his brace. A lot more here in store in the second half. And again, for the youth national team, masusubukan lang yung kanilang mental toughness rito. Obviously, being beaten badly like this, you just want to try and limit yung opensiba ng Manila Digger as we are moments away from the start of the second half. Magandang hapon po sa kanilang lahat. Mabuhay Pilipinas. Once again, this is the Philippines Football League 2024-2025 season. Magmula po rito sa UP Diliman, their football field. Levi Verora on the call. Napapanood po tayo live and exclusive on matchday.ph. Do subscribe, make an account, register when using an email. You can also use your Facebook account. Moments away again from the start of the second half here. Manila Digger FC, sila po yung mga nakadilaw. Of course, if you have been following their campaign so far, yellow and red, that's been the familiar colorway for them. The youth national team, already their 3rd match of the calendar year, of the young 2025 year so far, wearing gray. It looks like we have a bunch of changes for both sides. Isa-isahin natin, but we saw Emilio Bongolan and Johnmar Barsanilla inangat na rito. Looks like sa kabila naman also 3 changes. Theo Libarnes, Edgar Aban, and John Rocky Grizola pinasok na ni Coach Sergi Mascarel. A different look for the youth national team. Tigi-isa, isa sa gitna, isa sa harapan, at isa doon sa kanilang defensive line. Grizola, of course, a defender. Edgar Aban Jr., the midfielder, and Theo Libarnes, perhaps just trying to mix it up here. Try to give their opponents a different look.
Anong predict nyo dito?
Well, confirm sino yung pinalitan na Nina Emilio Bongolan and Johnmar Barsanilla naman. para sa kabila. And we're off. Second half action here. Manila Digger FC in total control here. 7-0. Can definitely reset the largest margin in a match, in a win. Oh, someone's down. Not the way to start the second half here. Taninko and Mokuta, concerned look on their faces. It seems it's Modu Juf, one of the defenders, of course. Let's take a look at this. Oh, forearm. From the back, tingnan natin if this forearm planted. Not quite, from Theo Libarnes. Already a stoppage here early in the second half. Usman Guy, that's Usman Guy rather, who already has a goal here in this match, couple of assists. Oh, Manila Digger will be down 10, down to 10 men momentarily. Habang maghihintay si Usman Guy ng pagkakataon to rejoin the 10 players on the field. 9 outfield players, of course, and Nelson Gasek. Back to the action here. Grizola, first touch of the ball for the substitute, Grizola. So again, different look here. The youth national team. Diaz. Parang medyo binaba si Diaz rito into a center back role. De Gracia. Diansoy way out of the area as the youth national team looks to build something from the back. We've seen what they're capable of, particularly when they stunned Davao. Karaig. Oh, Dean Ibarle, the captain. Oh, siya ang pinalitan dito ni Emilio Bongolan. So just a brief 45-minute sprint here for Dean Ibarle. Definitely had some involvement. Nelson Gasek, 49 minutes into this one. And after pouring 7 goals in the first 45 minutes, definitely they can afford to just kumbaga i-pacing na lang itong next 45 minutes.
Is replaced by player number 77, Edgar Aban.
A bit more relaxed approach here for Manila Digger. Siyempre ayaw mo rin namang magkaroon ng injury rito or something untoward happening. Quick turn there. A long ball forward. They have some numbers here but Giganto does not get to that. Well, the flag is up anyway. Si Modu Juf yung isang penalitan ni Barsanilla. Of course, Barsanilla also a defender. About 40 more minutes here. So Aspiras, pinalitan ni Aban. Well, Aspiras did have an attempt and fair share of his touches doon sa likuran. This one headed back for Diansoy. Pumipressure pa rin itong Manila Digger. Si Brian Villanueva pinalitan na rin rito. Checking if Halike is still on the field here. Kung wala si John Lloyd Halike, then definitely siyang pinalitan ni Theo Libarnes. They leave one forward doon sa pinakaunahan ng kanilang formation. Coach Sergi Mascarel, Spanish national, handling the youth national team. Maraming tournament throughout this cycle. Mayroon pang SEA Games in Thailand, end of the year yan, December. In between, maraming mga, syempre, age category ng mga torneo, continental level. Diagonal, papunta sana kay South. Controlled by Felonco. Ibabalik muna ng Manila Digger. Papunta kay Nelson Gasic. Gasic starting. Michael Asong. Balik Pinas. After playing in Canada. Reserve here for Manila Digger. For not mistaken, he also saw action for Mendiola bago siya nag-Canada. Elsewhere, it's pretty much the same for Manila Digger. Although yung number 30 nila, bagong player din ito, Kevin Ibene Mokuta from Cameroon. So Manila Digger sticking to their kumbaga program as far as yung kanilang mga foreigners. They're getting them from Africa. Binibigyan ng pagkakataong maglaro dito sa Philippines Football League. Collision in mid-air, Barsanilla and Libarnes. Walang nakakuha sa bola. If you may have noticed, yung ating pitch dito in UP Diliman, quite bouncy as well. Here's the throw-in from Grizola. Took a high bounce, and then, both Barsanilla and Libarnes anticipating the ball. Just a clash there. This was straight to the midst of Gasic. May mga ilang pagkakataon rin that Gasic had to really commit to the ball just to ensure that the scoreline, at least the shutout remains. 53 minutes into the match. Guy. And that one, an interception, one of the rare opportunities here to build. At miscommunication, medyo nag-wide itong si Edgar Aban, papalayo. Instead of attacking the half zone. Or the half space. As you can see, medyo relax na lang konti itong Manila Digger. They've done the work in the first half. Do expect them to still go on bursts. But kumbaga ipipacing na lang nila ito until the final whistle. Unless of course they want to build more separation, hindi lang sa points but also the goal difference kontra Stallion. Stallion syempre umangat to number 4 after a win over Mendiola, 8-1. Kagabi, youth national team trying to turn this into something. That's a corner. So a good run, a good pass from the center space, papalabas doon sa right wing. Harry Nunez lumalapit na kaagad. We are quite familiar with the approach already here for the youth national team. They take it short. Nunez usually hurls this ball into the box right on cue. But this is a difficult approach here for Aban. Hindi agad nakaikot doon. Into the middle. Will this be an attempt? Well, the ball did not stay that long for the gray shirts. Balik sa Manila Digger ang bola. Back and forth we go. Oh, great control sana, but that sliding challenge tatawagan ng ating referee. Referee natin, Chris Mark Nanyola, just cautioning itong si looks like that was Bongolan. "56 minutes now." Paunti-unti, the clock will of course just run here. A long ball. Controlled by Absalon. Aban. This is Diaz. Balik muna sa likod. Haren de Gracia will have to involve Alan Diansoy. Kailangan quick release ka agad. Pressure ulit for Manila Digger. Trying to expose their opponents. They try to go direct once more. It's a foot race for the ball. And Barsanilla got to that ball first. Pero hindi agad nakita yung mga papasahan. So clearance na lang ang ginawa. At the very least, that delays the potential attack here for the youth national team. Balik sa gitna, Nunez. Now we're seeing more activity dito sa attacking half for the youth national team.
Diyan nakirex ka pa dyan.
Try to mix it up, short passing, left to right.
Nawawala ako. Mamaya.
Trying to stretch the defense here, look for the opening. 56 minutes now.
Diyan nakirex ka pa dyan.
It's with De Gracia for a while. Good height on that ball. Pero medyo nakakasilaw rin from, at least from that angle. Through pass, Karaig. From Merino. Karaig, well, keeps the ball in play, but he's thrown out of the picture. And now to Sisay. Ooh, the pass back somehow ends up with the youth national team. Diaz. Dito pa rin sila sa center space. Quite low on that intended cross. It will remain with the youth national team. They're trying to carve out some space here for some room to shoot. You don't see it on your screens, but the players of Dynamic Herb Cebu FC, they have just arrived here inside the UP Diliman football field. They are up next, of course, Visayas Derby, latest chapter, Kaya and Cebu. 6 p.m. po ang kick-off niyan. For those of you who are interested, well, pretty much the entire Philippine football community. Curious to know what will be the result of the latest matchup between Iloilo and Cebu. They've had some interesting showdowns. Diaz dispossessed, and it's just Usman Guy. Burst of speed, Usman Guy deflected, but on the rebound that will not be denied. Goal number 8, Manila Digger FC. And it's Psycho Sisay once more, of course, rewarding himself. And that's why you run with the ball, with your teammates. Kahit na ang layo na ng agwat doon ni Usman Guy. Well, first, the interception. Just dispossessing itong si Diaz. And then going turbo mode. Keeper lang ang kalaban niya rito. Could have scored from here. Of course, the keeper had to commit, and then on the rebound, just a great finish there for Psycho Sisay as he makes it 5 goals across his name. And in football, if we're not mistaken, that's called a haul.
Player number 13, Eric Henry Gallo.
Or
Player number 23, Kenji Nishioka.
yeah, it is a haul, or sometimes, well, a glut. Depends on which part of the world you're from. But for simplicity, basta 5 goals na ang ini-score ni Saiku Sisei.
Legendary. No?
In the meantime, Kaya FC Iloilo, they've also arrived here dito sa ating venue. Again, 6 p.m. po ang kanilang laban, but this is not done yet for Manila Digger as they try to go with another incursion inside the danger area. Oh, tough angle there. Although they earn a corner, there is a deflection.
Tumamaoy bigla.
Ito yung isa pang bagong player ng Manila Digger. That's Kenji Nishioka. He is Filipino-Japanese, listed of course as a local. Kaya doon sa ating official sheet or yung official team lineup, walang nakaparenthesis na F sa kanya, meaning foreigner. Just a little info on, of course, the new player. New signing for Manila Digger FC as they continue with their campaign. Kenji Nishioka, player number 23. In the meantime, it's Bongolan set to deliver this in-swinger. Good height on that one. The shot, bouncing off a teammate. And it is offside. Yung pastuhan na lang kumbaga rito ng Manila Digger. The team now up 8-0. Initially a touch by Mokuta. Well, not offside, perhaps handball.
May compliment agad, no?
Or whatever the case may be, balik sa youth national team ang bola. And just as we say that, they just throw it away. Regalo for Manila Digger. Buti na lang the clearance was there. Try to send that forward. A lot of yellow shirts in that area. Doon sa unahan. Solo effort here. Gasek. Ooh, a fumble there from Barsanilla. Nadulas bahagya. South doing his best to keep this ball in play. But it ends up with Felonco. Another stop here for Manila Digger. Their defense has just been as exceptional. Kung yung kanilang opensiba nakapag-produce na ng 8 goals, the defense just as impressive for this match. As we are well into the final third of this contest, 64 minutes now. Taninko binalik muna kay Usman Guy. Lob inside, the header. And that one is off to the roof. So in terms of the biggest winning margin, tinabla na ng Manila Digger yan. As we take a look at this header, masyadong palubo. 8-0 so far. If they score another, they will now reset that record for the largest winning margin so far in the season, 2024-2025 season of your Philippines Football League. Napapanood po natin on matchday.ph. Do register for an account and subscribe. Don't miss the action. Philippines Football League matches live and exclusive on that platform. 65 minutes now. Well, Manila Digger FC, of course, can still make 2 more changes. Well, I wonder if Michael Asong will see some minutes here just to get, acclimatized. Galing sa Canada to for almost 2 years. He did play for Mendiola before making that jump to Canada. Nakapanalo pa siya ng Best Goalkeeper Award doon sa liga nila. The award-winning Mike Asong. Taninko. Through pass. And a quick 1-2. Great execution there. Taninko will have to cut this back. Diretso sa kamay ni Alan Diansoy. Just about 25 more minutes here. Well, at the very least, the youth national team, they conceded just 1 goal this half. And it came off a counter-attack. Well, that's a good start for them after, of course, conceding 7 back in the opening half. Unang goal nga ng laban natin, 32 seconds lang. Right inside of the opening minute. Grizola coming off the bench for this match. De Gracia. Well, medyo inuunti-unti ng youth national team yung mga pasa rito, but they're not in a hurry as well. They know that the result is already out of their hands. It's really just how they manage the possessions here. The last thing you want to happen para rin sa kanilang banda is for something untoward to happen. Someone to get hurt. They just want to execute yung kanilang mga pinapractice rito for the last 24 minutes and change. Diansoy, Felonco, a strong one. And that one, of course, pwedeng kolektahin ng goalkeeper. That one took a touch off the boot of Modu Mane. Five goals for Psycho Cisse, 2 more for Modu Mane, and another for Usman Gai, for a total of 8 goals. Jim Ashley Flores, pagpapahingahin na itong si Usman Gai, right on cue. So some minutes here for Jim Ashley Flores, one of the locals, syempre for Manila Digger FC. Flores plays more of a holding midfield, pero may kakayahin ring tumira from distance.
Substitution for Manila Digger FC. Player number 15, Usman Gai, is replaced by player number 7, Jim Ashley Flores.
It's good to see Flores, of course, with the club. Of course, naaalala natin, naglaro yan for Mendiola. Kasama niya rin doon si Jemson Cristal. Yung dalawang play, even Mike Asong. So there's that Mendiola connection dito for Manila Digger. Lob into the box. It's met well by the captain, Merino. And that should be a foul on Nishioka. Getting the minutes here so far. Getting a feel of Philippines Football League action. One of the few new signings here for Manila Digger, but elsewhere quite an intact roster para sa kanila. Ika nga nila, no? If it ain't broke, why fix it? De Gracia sensing, trying to go direct. That's been the ploy here for the youth national team. Medyo nahihirapan silang padaanin from the midfield. Nunez. Saot. Saot nasa kanan na. Parang kanina in the first half. Either the left or bandang gitna. It's a different look here. Grizola mishandles that one. Pero nawala rin kay Mokuta. Grizola choosing. Decides to send it forward. Felonco, got a touch. Taninko, back and forth. We go here, Grizola. Well, Taninko gets the better of his counterpart doon sa kanilang matchup na yan. And they will send it back for Jarvis.
Ang dumi ng motor
try to jumpstart the offensive from the left side this time. Manila Digger. Punta sa gitna, but it's been met by a defender.
Tagal natin doon.
Good stop there, De Gracia, but now they have to release. Again, trying to trap itong Manila Digger. It pays off. A foul there on Diaz. Ito yung mga micro decisions na kailangan pang pag-igihan ng youth national team.
Dapat kami.
What to do in moments like that. Left wing. They go to the middle. Nishioka again. And now the lob. That one got a touch from Mane. Ooh, almost. An own goal. Buti na lang. Nakakuha pa. Pwede pa rin namang kunin ni Dianso yun dahil it counts as a deflection, hindi pass back. Here's Mane. Yeah, it's just a bounce. Bounce off the left leg of the captain, Martin Joshua Merino. Someone's down here for the youth national team. That ball ricocheted hard off the body. Was that Saot? Yes, Cyril Saot and Bongolan apologizing. Let's take a look at that one. De Gracia. Well, not the ball. It's actually check that. It was Bongolan himself, no? Siyempre magkaiba sila ng tinatakbo. Bongolan going forward and then Saot going the other way. Natuhod sa dibdib. Definitely not the intent there for Bongolan. Napatid bahagya and again, turnover. And that one, was that already in? Oh, play on, says the referee. Goal line clearance here. And that's why do not stop playing. So they dodge a bullet here, the youth national team, at mukhang aalagwa naman for a counter-attack of their own. They started from the right flank this time. Well, the defense has recovered here for Manila Digger. 73 minutes na po tayo. Nunez lobs it inside. Well, not enough numbers here. The shot! Oh, it's in! It's in! And they spoiled the clean sheet. The youth national team, they're on the board, and that's what you want to see at the end of the day. The response, the fight from the youngsters. Well, initially we thought not enough numbers. Nevertheless, tinira ni Gruzola and Nelson Gasic. Medyo malayo yun para habulin pa niya even if he dove to his right. Oh, it's Gian Vince Caraeg rather. Player number 28, Caraeg, look at that. Great placement on the shot as well. Going bottom left corner para hindi na maabot ni Gasic. And that's how you spoil what otherwise was a perfect match for Manila Digger up to this point. 74 minutes. A welcome consolation here for the youth national team. So in the second half alone, 1-1 ang ating talaan. And that's the kind of fight you want to see, of course, from the youth national team trying to, level itong mga, syempre, mas experienciado. As I say that, they dodge a bullet again. The save by Diansoy. Second ball for Manila Digger. They take their time. They send it to the middle instead. Nishioka. A bit of awkward timing there. Mawawala na lang ang bola. And Cyrus Gamboa about to enter the field. Tingnan natin kung sinong papalitan. We also see Dilane Wambatafem. Si John Henson Diaz ang papalitan ni Cyrus Gamboa. Wambatafem Meanwhile, tingnan natin kung sino papalitan. As you see on your screens, another foreigner here. Si Daniel Ashley andito rin. Looks like we're also transitioning into an official hydration break. Although medyo bumababa na yung araw. Si Mokuta ang papalitan ni Wamba Tafem. He will enter the field right after this hydration break, which gives us the opportunity to remind our viewers, Kaya FC Iloilo po kontra Dynamic Herb Cebu FC, our second match of this Sunday doubleheader. Mamaya po alas 6 ang kick-off niyan. Ito yung tisod kanina ni De Gracia, and immediately sinubukang i-take advantage ng Manila Digger. Here was the shot. Oh, pretty close, but well, the rule of course is kailangan lumampas yung buong bola from the goal line. So here's another look. Oh, this was the shot that was saved rather by Diansoy, and eventually cleared by the youth national team. So you love the activity from the youngsters here, particularly in the second half. After, you know, a forgetful first half. But that's what you want. Yun lang kumbaga quick memory for that. You cannot let those low points simmer. Talagang next half, next match mentality rito. Already the third match. Gaya ng nabanggit natin kanina, nakakatatlong laro na ang Philippine Youth National Team sa pag-uumpisa ng taon na ito. They lost to Kaya 2-0. They lost to Loyola 2-0 as well. And then obviously what looks like an impending loss to Manila Digger. On the positive end, first conversion of the year for the youth national team. And again, that was courtesy of Gian Vince Caraig. Into the danger zone once again, Wamba Tafem. Naghihintayan sila and clearance na lang. This will be a throw-in. Was that a corner? Well, the initial signal was just possession for them. Yeah, just a throw in here. It's going to be a Ziggy Taninko mula sa kanan. 78 minutes now, about a dozen more plus change. Wamba Tafem controls with the chest. Tapos ibabalik kay Felonco. Here's a high looper, but this will just hit the roof as it went out. A much more spirited display here for the youth national team. Here in the second half, the shot. That one bounces off. Ooh, that one is pretty close. Wamba Tafem trying to sell that one. Bagsak rin yung isang defender rito. The shot on the other end. Oh, not really a finish you want from Libarnes. And again, someone's down here for the youth national team. Dun sa kabilang dulo. You don't see it on your screens yet. Now you do. Oh, it's the captain. That's Merino. Lots of contact to say the least dun sa nakaraang opensiba ng Manila Digger. Here's the save initially, Wamba Tafem. I think just the body of Wamba Tafem crashing dito kay Merino. Yung momentum lang, hindi na napigilan, kumbaga. 79, close to the 80th minute of the match of what should be an impending win for Manila Digger. Let's take a look at the league table. Tingnan natin kung magbabago ba. Well, at least, for sure, Manila Digger will hold on to their top 4 or be inside of the top 4. And slow to get up, but looks like Merino is fine. So as it stands, Manila Digger with 15 points. Aangat sila to 18 points. Number 2 overtaking One Taguig, which has 16 points. And then Stallion will remain in 4th for now with 15 points. Dynamic Herb Cebu, of course, kumakatok sa pintuan with 14 points. They play the league leading Kaya FC Iloilo later on. It's a tight race. You just have to be in the top 4. We do have a final series. We're bringing that format back. So it doesn't mean a number 1 ka after the end of the double round automatic champion. But you still want to be number 1 because you will get that pass to the ACL2 or the Shopee Cup as well. Hindi lang formality yung pagiging number 1 mo in the league table. Although it does give you some sort of advantage kasi number 4 yung kakalabanin mo. In the meantime, through ball, hindi na nakuha ni Taninko. Lots of power on that one. And speed from Modu Mane. Mane looks like he will play the entire 90 here. 82 minutes now. Build up mula sa likuran. Once more. Grizola able to recover at the last moment. Now even Wamba Tafem, of course, trying to get into the nerves of the back line naman ng youth national team. Babalik ulit kay Diansoy. They've done that numerous times throughout the contest. And again, kailangan di ka magpatiklop sa ganong klaseng pressure. Mina-mind games lang talaga ng kanilang mas nakatatandang mga kalaban. Well, that's been really the penchant of teams when they're up against this selection. But overall, better passing, better possession control here in the second half for the youth national team. They've kept that ball a little longer compared to the first half na nothing was going right. They didn't get some shots. Dito naka-score pa sila. Again, Gian Caraig spoiling the shutout here in the 74th minute. Wamba Tafem trying to attack from the right wing this time. Mane, heavy on the first touch. Kita agad, medyo malakas. And now mukhang susubok for a counter. It's Cyril Saot. Only 3 gray shirts up front. That ball does manage to get into there. Although Libarnes natagalan bago makuha yung bola, they do win a significant distance para sa throw-in sa kanilang attacking third. Well, Denmark Urakoy will come onto the pitch first. Papalitan itong si Carl Absalon. Again, Carl Absalon out of Far Eastern University getting the start this afternoon. Carl Absalon now in college, now 21 years of age. Getting a brief chat with Coach Sergi Mascarel.
Player number 18, Carl Absalon, is replaced by player number 14, Denmark Urakoy.
And now back to the live action here. Throw in, papunta kay Saot. But it's upwards. 84 minutes na, about 6 more plus added time.
May gusto ko pa wala. May gusto ko pa wala.
Iba yung tingin na pag tumingin. Naglalagkit yung yung pilik na
8-1 is the score. Psycho Sisay pouring 5 goals, 5 conversions for player number 11. Modu Mane with 2, a brace for him. And then Usman Guy nagdagdag pa ng isa, 8 goals total for Manila Digger. And again, just a consolation here for the youth national team. A goal from Gian Caraig. Mane. Another through ball. This could be goal number 9, and it is. Well, the onslaught isn't over here for Manila Digger, and this time it's Wambata Fem feeding Psycho Sesai. Make that a double hat trick or kung ano man ang gusto nyong itawag. Total of 6 for Sisay rather.
Player number 11,
So here's the build-up.
Cuba Season.
Wambata Fem feeding Sisay from point blank. Nagsimula yan from Modu Mane, the through ball. 6 goals, double hat trick for Sisay. And we will have to check the record so far. Kung ilang player ang na-overtake ni Sisay with this spectacular performance doon sa leaderboard natin. Of course, for the golden boot naman, Mane. Di pa rin tumitigil. Mane, and that one saved by Diansoy. Got his fingertips on that one. Itong si Diansoy. Mane, of course, the left-footed striker. Into a corner for Manila Digger, owing to that deflection by Diansoy. So the stop is not over here. They will have to make sure itong youth national team as we come up on the 87th minute.
Kaya di masyado mainit.
And it's Kenji Nishioka for what looks like an outswinger. Tatakbo si Taninko. Here's the delivery with some side spin to it. But it's cleared initially. Back to Nishioka. Oh, good fake, but couldn't handle on the second touch. And again, Mane still foot on the gas pedal. Napatid lang. So it's going to stay with Manila Digger. Nabanggit nga natin kanina, Mane looking to play the entire 90 and di pa rin tumitigil sa opensiba. Lahat ng opening na kaya nilang makuha rito, Manila Digger. 9-1, tied again for the largest margin. Kaya beating Mendiola 9-1. Largest winning margin of the season so far. Who knows if they can add one more late. Jordan Jarvis wants it. Header. A lot of gray shirts there and hindi na kinuha ng Manila Digger, ma-offside. So reset muna sila. 89 minutes now. Taninko, babalik muna sa likod. They will try to stretch the defense here and look for the opening afterwards. Taninko,
Nakaso,
Wambata Fem.
cannibalism na pala. Ano.
Balik muna ulit kay Barsanilla. Felonco. Here's the run from the left. The fake. You'll have to cut it back. Nag-commit si Diansoy. Good approach. Cutting the angle. Making it difficult for other teammates to meet the pass. About one more minute before we find out ilang minuto pa itataas ni John Mike Basinang. Is the fourth official. Aban Jr. Nawala ang bola. Modu. Mane. They get into the path of that ball. Better defending. Wambata Fem. And again, the gray shirts pack that area. Halos back five na yung formation rito ng youth national team. Just making sure Wala nang late goal rito. And this one gathered by Diansoy with much more flair to it. Nakita natin back in the first half as we see 2 minutes of added time. Kanina in the first half, mangilan-ngilang save ni Diansoy na nabitawan pa niya yung bola. Led to a corner. Libarnes. De Gracia fakes the pass. Oh, dummy play, and Nunez above the bar and out. Good execution there, just couldn't get quite the finish. It's off target. They're trying to mislead itong depensa ng Manila Digger. You love the activity there. Couple of dummy plays, trying to confuse the defense. Overall, a better second half for the youth national team after allowing 7 goals in the first half. It's just a matter of really playing 90 minutes. Ball is out. And the final whistle here, of course, all for formality, as it is a Manila Digger FC win that will put them to number 2 with 18 points. They will overtake Taguig and just a point behind Kaya. And of course, Kaya will play later tonight. Dynamic Herb Cebu FC naman trying to get back to the top 4 picture. They trail Stallion by just 1. And that is the final whistle. It's all official. It's all in the books. 9-1 is the final. Manila Digger FC with a 9-1 conquest of the youth national team here inside the UP Diliman football pitch. And of course, without question, without a doubt, Saiko Sisay, man of the match, 6 goals total. It's a double hat trick for the man as he led the onslaught here for Manila Digger FC. Now, number 2 in the league table. Mahababang season pa ito for them. But the campaign continues. Can they outdo themselves? Can they continue to rise as one of the legitimate, formidable contenders of the league? And so far, so good for this club that, again, started out humble beginnings, 7-a-side selection in the local leagues. And look at where they are now. 9-1 the final. Karaig, of course, spoiling a clean sheet. Welcome consolation for the youth national team. That does it for this part of Sunday. We leave you with the highlights. Once again, Manila Digger dominating the Philippine youth national team. This has been Levi Verora on the call, and on behalf of the entire Matchday.ph production and live broadcast team, this is the Philippines Football League 2024-2025 season on the rise. Wherever you are, wherever you're from, we'll see you at the games. Kaya versus Cebu at 6 p.m.